Weapons hot and one-liners at the ready, recruits. This ain't just some summer blockbuster vacation. This is the real deal. You've been chosen as part of an elite task force for the month of action. Now when those bullets start to fly and everything around you is up in flames, don't you lose your nerve. Remember who you are. You're the toughest, craziest, most resourceful sons of bitches to ever lace them up. We don't wait for backup and we damn sure don't retreat. Now strap your asses in and get ready for the drop. Oh, and one more thing. Before you pull that trigger, tell them John Mortis sent you.
Murdoch. I'm coming to get you.
Remember, Sally, when I promised to kill you last? I lied.
Get off my plane.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
John, I'm not gonna shoot you between the eyes. Shoot you between the balls.
The disease. And I'm the cure.
I'm gonna take you to the bank, Senator Trent.
There can be only one.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
Yippee-ki-yay. I'm going to kill them all, sir.
What's going on, everybody? This is Snake Charlie here with Gimme Back My Action Movies, and I'm here with my good buddy Pete. Why don't you say hello, Pete?
Hey, I'm Draft Pete Skin. I'm here to save the president today. And I see we're here with another one of our buddies, Charlie.
Who's that? Oh, is this Snake Anna?
Oh, it's Anna.
I'm too tired, fellas.
I'm too tired to kill you right now, guys.
Maybe later.
Yeah. Not my president. Not my war. What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Gimme Back My Action Movies, the podcast. Month of Action! If you can't tell, we are in our third episode of Month of Action, and we are covering an action classic. If you haven't seen this movie, what are you doing with your life? Or you were just born yesterday. Those are the only two options that you can check off the box.
That's fair.
Facts.
We are covering Escape from New York, starring Kurt Russell, directed by John Carpenter. I mean, what else do you need? Lee Van Cleef is in this. Tom Atkins, Donald Pleasance,
Adrienne Barbeau.
Adrienne Barbeau.
Tom Atkins. Yeah, who else? God, there's Henry Dan Stanton.
Harry Dean Stanton.
Excuse me, Dean Stanton.
Yeah.
There's people left and right coming out of the woodwork in this movie.
It's a cavalcade of who's who.
I know that. Edgar Bort. Not.
Oh man,
Ernest Borgnine.
Borgnine.
Thank
sir. Yes,
I saw him pop up on the screen and went, "It's Victor Borgnine." No, that guy plays piano. What's his name? It took me like 15 minutes for his name to process in my brain.
Only Pete would get Ernest and Victor confused.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
It's a great Muppet Show episode, by the way.
It was.
Uh-huh.
Any Muppet
It's
show.
true. That's also true.
I mean, Snake Plissken, I would definitely watch. Being
Oh, that'd be
on a
fun.
Muppet show.
That would be gold.
Shit, that'd be fun.
That would be
Be gold.
Well, I want Fozzie though to be the Muppet version of Snake Plissken. Though I don't want Kermit or anything like that. You know, because Fozzie could stand up. He's taller. He's bigger. You know, he's like, "I'm going to kill you later." Waka waka. You know. All right, that's enough of that. Let's get into the trailer real quick so we can jump right into this movie. Here we go.
New York, 1997. The entire city is a walled maximum security prison. The bridges are mined. The rivers are patrolled. And the United States Police Force has everything under control.
I'm going in.
John Carpenter's Escape from New York, the high adventure of the future. One man must go in where no man has ever gotten out. John Carpenter's Escape from New York, the greatest escape of them all, is about to blow the future apart.
Yeah. I went with a short one. You know, there is like a 2-minute long one, but I'm like, it's Escape from New York. It doesn't need to be a long trailer to, you know, president crashes, send Snake in, save president, get out of New York. You know, it's pretty simple. It is. Let's get into our histories of this pretty simple movie. Let's start with Pete. Pete, what's your history with Escape from New York?
Funnily enough, I saw Escape from LA first.
Oh, okay. That's acceptable.
No, not my first time seeing Escape from New York. No, this is
That's
saw
a
Escape
dope
from,
shirt.
Yeah,
this is my Escape from LA one.
Yeah. So I saw that LA in the theater before I saw New York. I don't know why. I was a dumb kid.
Nothing wrong with that.
I think LA came out in like 97, didn't it? Came out.
Oh yeah, it was like late 90s when that one came out.
Yeah. So I saw that first, and then I don't remember when I first saw this. It was 10 years ago or so. It's been fairly recent. Just one that never fell on my plate, and I've seen it a couple times since. I'd say last night was maybe half dozen viewings for me. Okay. And yeah, it's okay. It's good movie.
Riveting, Pete.
It's all
okay.
right.
It's okay. It's all right.
It's a lot of okay.
I mean, you watched it way more times than you watched Fury Road, apparently. So, you know, you got that going for you. But, all right. Well, I wanted to do Anna next because I knew Anna really liked this movie. And this was another reason I put it on for the month of action. Because I was, you know, for some of my picks, I had to be nice to everyone and put some picks I knew they would like a lot. So, Anna, what is your history with Escape from New York?
This is when I watched young with Dad and Mom.
Oh, cool.
And I honestly think I watched this before I watched Halloween. So, and it was one of those that it was just kind of on and was left on, even though I was out there, and I just kept watching. I mean, there's really nothing too terribly bad in it other than language. Maybe
is it rated R?
It's rated R. I mean, there is a very, very brief rape scene and some pretty graphic scenes in it, but they go fast.
You can make it PG pretty.
Dude, you could. The TV cut of this is a breeze.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I remember it being very easy to follow because it kind of sets everything up in the beginning, and it felt like a video game too, which I thought was interesting and intriguing. Yeah. And it wasn't until after is when, because of watching movies like this first and being allowed to like stay in the room while it was on, is the reason why I was allowed to watch Halloween and the Screams, you know, sooner rather than later for a lot of other kids. But I remember thinking, Kurt Russell looked like such a badass. Like he'd seen some shit kind of badass. And the eye patch was really intriguing because at that age, I hadn't seen many people with an eye patch, you know? So I just remember thinking he was the bee's knees, you know, from a kid's perspective. So, and I've grown up loving it. It's still one of my favorites that I enjoy going back to.
I think Kurt Russell would say that's the greatest compliment ever. He's just like, my Snake Plissken is the bee's
knees.
The bee's knees.
Yeah. That is, I've never heard those words in the same sentence, so I'm here for it.
Charlie, what's your history?
My history is, this is definitely one Dad brought home when we started watching, you know, action movies, and he's testing the waters of what I would like. Because obviously he had seen this one earlier before this movie's been out for a long time before I watched it. And it's just, Dad knew it was cool. Not a lot of stuff that he had to like pause or fast forward. I don't think he did anything in it when I watched it. Also, this movie back in the day on VHS was dark as fuck.
Yeah.
You could barely make anything out depending on the size of your television. So he was able to play it safe. Like, if there's something in there, he's not going to pay any attention to it. But I grew up watching it. I had no idea who John Carpenter was or anything like that. I didn't give a shit about directors and stuff like that till way later, till I started going, right, this feels like another movie I've seen. We've talked about this, and a lot of it surrounds John Carpenter. Mm-hmm. John Carpenter is really probably the first one I paid attention to, going, wow, I feel like I've seen this. Oh, that guy did, he did Christine. You know, he did, you know, Big Trouble in Little China. Freaking brain just went through every freaking movie there was. And I didn't watch Halloween till way later too. Getting into those horror movies, and as I said, I'm not the hugest fan of the first Halloween movie, but I like John Carpenter, and he can cross genres so well. I mean, even to Pete's chagrin, I love vampires. It's the one that fucked me up over Lost Boys, so that's another reason Pete can't stand that movie.
Not one iota.
But I've always liked this movie. It's always been part of the action movie genre, the lexicon, and it's just always been around. I mean, I've got I upgraded finally and got my Shout Factory collector's edition.
I need it, yeah.
But I also have this hanging on my wall.
Whoa.
So I have the NECA blister pack.
Ooh.
Snake. Let's see, we're doing video now, so I get to play show and tell.
Show your toys off.
Yeah. And ladies, if you're interested, if you take his shirt off, he has the snake tattooed on his
No, he doesn't.
There you go, Anna.
Oh, the fan's out.
The fan is here.
So yeah, I do enjoy the movie. I enjoy the character. I'm rocking my Escape from LA because I'll say this right now. I have way more fun with LA, even though I love Escape from New York.
That's interesting. Yeah. I want to go back and watch LA because of that mentality. You've said this before, and yeah, I'll jump into the movie straight away. Like this, it's not a boring movie. But
there, at the end of the day, there's not a whole lot going on.
But there's not a lot that goes on. It's kind of a ho-hum. It takes itself a little too seriously, and I don't have a lot of fun. I did not have a lot of fun watching this. I appreciate this movie. Don't get me wrong. I do like the acting, the star-studded cast, the set pieces. Wow, wow, such good. Like that dystopian future looks so good and dirty and lived in, and I believed every bit of it. So I'm not disparaging the movie as a whole, outside of the fact that I just didn't have a lot of fun with it.
That's fair.
It was okay.
Fair.
I think that's fair. It's definitely a movie of action sequences that happen, just not in rapid fire. There's a lot of and it's not a fast-paced movie.
For an action movie, yeah, it really isn't. It just takes its time meandering through. There's a couple scenes you could have. I don't want to get rid of that wrestling scene with Oat Mungo. What the hell was his name?
Me neither.
Ox balls or whatever his name is.
Giant motherfucker.
That's giant motherfucker.
What it says on his wallet is giant motherfucker.
Now, I don't want to get rid of that scene, but you could have chopped that out of that entire movie and nothing would have changed.
They cut away from it. You're in the wrestling scene, and then it cuts to Brain doing his shit. Back to the fight. When was the last time you seen what should be like one of the most climactic scenes of a movie, this big fight to the death? Oh, we're going to cut and fuck off and see what Brain's doing over here with Adrienne Barbeau.
The Garrett Edwards Godzilla 2014 happened all the goddamn time in that movie.
Yeah, I give that one a pass, though, because there's only so much walking I want to watch Godzilla do in that movie.
No, they were duking it out, and they'd cut away, or you'd see it happening on a TV in the background. They wouldn't.
I'll give that one way more play on that one. But this one, I had that thought today watching it before we started recording. I was just like, I felt like the fight goes on for like 15 minutes. Even though it's not a 15-minute long fight.
It's like a 3-minute fight.
It's like a
pretty
3-minute, and I do love it. It reminds me of, Thunderdome, which we just did at Max last week. So a lot of these things are very gladiatorial, trash can lids, and, Negan wasn't the first guy to put nails and barbed wire around a bat, and just beat the shit out of people. But yeah, I kind of had that thought today. I'm kind of with you, Pete. I love this movie. I think it's a classic. It's earned its status as, a cult movie. But I was like, damn, I could probably get this movie into a tight 80 minutes and it would feel super fast paced and just still keep every important scene in the movie there and have the exact same, direction. Just there's so many points where it's just like, Okay. Oh, now we can no, and then okay, here we go. No, and I don't want that to sound bad. I really don't want it to sound bad. But when what brought this up, Escape from LA is never like that.
Okay.
It's insane. It's balls to the wall, nutty, but the pacing of that. I mean, you're excited when Kurt Russell's playing a basketball game. Okay, that's the difference that movie's done than the first one, and people hate it. People fucking hate it. And I don't get it. It's fun. It's not the first movie. It's its own thing, and it's fucking fun. But we're not here to talk about LA a whole lot. I'm sure I'll bring it up once in a while. But yeah, first off, you're talking about the set pieces. And while I love the set pieces, the very first thing that strikes me, and I love the backstory on, is that wireframe computer model that was not done with a computer at the beginning.
Oh, was that
of this
animated?
movie. No, that was an actual model that they then spray painted black and took highly reflective tape and meticulously taped off the dimensions and gridded it, and then took the camera through like the Death Star and went through it all.
Thank you, John Carpenter.
And then they repainted it, and that set piece was used in Blade Runner.
Oh, yeah. That's what that meant. Okay.
Yeah. So what we're used to that I could probably do on my phone now, they spent months building a model to make a computer screen. And that right there is why this movie's badass. That right there is why, even though I have issues with the pacing, I adore this movie. It's just these little things they do, the levels they took, the work that went into it. They filmed this in St. Louis, and I feel like it's rundown New York. I mean, I've never been to St. Louis
as far as I'm concerned.
Look, I've been to Cleveland, and I've seen some places that look a lot like this. Okay, I mean, it couldn't have been that hard to find an area to film this,
especially in the mid '80s when downtown anythings were just in disrepair left and right.
Yeah,
the migration to the suburbs was in full swing.
Yep, and you just had this mass exodus. Yeah, that was going on there. But I do love the look of this. I like the lore building of Pliskin in this. You get little tidbits that he fought in World War III. Why has he got an eye patch? I've read all the little things that they've said. It's not in the movie, so it's not that important. But he lost his eye in a battle in World War III, and that's why he wears an eye patch now. Totally Kurt Russell's idea too, not John Carpenter's. He's like, I'm gonna wear an eye patch, and we'll see what everybody says, and everybody loved it. So I was like, to me, that's what made it iconic. If it not for the look of him, this movie would have just been a run of the mill. I'm going to say this only because I know that's what they're going for. This would have felt like a run-of-the-mill Charles Bronson movie. Because that's who they wanted. The studio wanted Charles Bronson, and John Carpenter went, no, he's too old
at this point, isn't he?
Yeah.
Even in the early 80s.
He was in his 60s.
Yeah, he was getting up in age, and it would have been like, what, are we doing Death Wish 8 now?
Yeah,
and that's what it would have felt like.
Rinse and repeat.
Exactly. And so a fresh face worked best for this. This got Kurt Russell out of his Disney phase.
Yeah, because after this is when he made The Thing.
Mm-hmm.
Did he go straight into The Thing after this one?
The next year.
Yeah.
Because this was 80. This was 81, right? And then The Thing was 82. Yeah.
Yeah, this was. I mean, and this. I know they did Elvis together, but
that was the first time they worked together.
That was the first, but it was like from this on.
John Carpenter's Elvis.
Kurt Russell.
How cool is that?
Hey, it worked. I've actually seen that movie, and honestly,
I haven't seen it yet.
It's not bad. I mean, my best friend growing up, his mom was, I don't know what you call them, but an Elvis fanatic. I don't know if they have a special name, like Swifties, Anna, you should know a little bit about the Swiftie thing. Mm-hmm. Exactly. But she loved Elvis. And I actually remember sitting there, I think I was spending the night at my buddy's house, and she's watching the Elvis movie and I knew who Kurt Russell was because of Disney. The computer wore tennis shoes, the straight to TV movies he's done. I can't even remember what all of them were. The Boy That Could Fly or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Because we were a Disney household. My mom loved Disney.
She never had
Disney
every Sunday night.
Yeah,
Yep.
she
Right after
never had to worry about what was on television as long as the Disney logo came up, until that one fucking movie that terrified an entire generation that was made by Disney. And I can't
Escape
remember
from Witch Mountain.
Well, Escape from Witch Mountain, but there's another one that has like this fucking ghost at some point in the movie that scared the shit out of every kid growing up. And I can't even remember the name of the movie right now. There's like a mirror involved in it and all. Anna, look it up for me. Find out
I'm
what
about to. I'm curious.
trauma Disney movie or something like that. But yeah, so I knew who Kurt Russell was, and then I started watching. And I think I saw Big Trouble in Little China before I saw Escape from New York.
Is it The Watcher in the Woods?
That's it. The Watcher in the fucking Woods.
I'm intrigued now.
That movie
1980
has caused a lot of issues for a lot of Gen Xers and elder millennials. I will tell you that right now.
Now I'm gonna have to watch it.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. It's kind of fucked up. But yeah, so I kind of knew who Kurt Russell was, but I wasn't like, oh, it's Kurt Russell. It was just for a long time. I just went, hey, that's the guy that plays Snake Plissken. Hey, there goes Snake Plissken in a movie. I like that guy. But go ahead.
And this is one of those movies for me too that I watched, and I remember watching it, but it wasn't until later, like when all the dots started connecting and I started realizing who Kurt Russell was. Cause like even movies like Captain Ron and stuff, like Dad loved to watch and throw on, he likes Kurt Russell. So it wasn't until I started realizing that was who that was. And then when Escape from New York kind of came back up, or maybe it was on TV or something, I was like, shit, all the dots started connecting, and that moment of watching it when I was little came back, and I was like, oh shit, it's that guy. Yeah.
I mean, we didn't have IMDb growing up. We weren't like sitting there going, this guy was in this movie.
It's your brain.
We're playing 6 Degrees from Kevin Bacon off of our brains, people. Do you know how hard that is? I mean, Pete would still be stuck on 3 people by that time. Because Kevin Bacon was in Tremors, and then Burt Gummer was in this one. But then Burt Gummer was in Family Ties with Michael J. Fox, and after that, he's done. He went down a rabbit hole, and he's in Back to the Future somewhere, and he has no idea how to get back home. That's kind of what happens with Pete when he goes down the thing. But I like how this movie starts out. Get the mission set up. Snake's very mysterious. He's like, he's got that flippant, I don't give a fuck attitude to everyone. The president, like, president of what? It's like,
dick.
Exactly what you would expect him to say.
I wish I had his confidence, man, to just not give a single fuck.
Well, yeah, I mean, and they had pulled him out of prison, so he was already captured. So it's like, look, what's the worst you're going to do to me? Put me back? Or
True.
You're going to just leave me in New York or something like that. He's like, there's nothing you can do you're going to get under my skin, so that's why it's like, we got to bargain with him. You're going to get out. We're going to get a full pardon. That old chestnut, there's nothing insanely deep about this story. It's point A, point B, point C, boom, boom, boom. Do all this. There you go.
It's a fetch quest.
Very much a fetch quest.
True, yeah.
You got to go get the president, bring him back to me.
Even though you don't want to, you have to.
Yeah.
I do like the addition of the capsules. I think that definitely raised the stakes by giving us a countdown timer in the movie.
Yeah.
That helps a lot. The problem is, every time the movie slows down, I'm like, the countdown's still going. There's still a timer going. Why are we dicking around this whole time?
They gave him 24 hours.
24. They injected him, and he had
it was 23,
22 and change.
Shortened him.
Because
he was like, I thought you said 24.
And it go ahead, Pete.
Well, that's a trope that trope is long in the tooth. Even when this movie came out, there was a timer counting down, and then at the end they save him at the very last second.
Yeah,
that trope, even at this time, as I'm watching it, is a little tired, but it does move the story along. There are large gaps in time that we don't see, Like,
Yeah.
it goes from 23 hours to 17, and then to 8 or something like that. And
Yeah, it's like they're trying to tell us he's just been wandering around for 6 hours, and I'm like, he's also wandering around the entire time I'm watching him right now. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, and I'm not trying to do this because this movie I don't think needs to be fixed, but there should have been because they should have added the addition of like heat signatures. Here's a concentration of heat
People.
blips.
Yeah.
People. There's one spot to try and go to. Or
Yeah.
if you're that fucking good as the government, you should kind of know where the Duke of New York is hanging out. You know, so the heat thing, I take that from No Escape with Ray Liotta. They had all the prisoners on an island, and they could see where everyone was basically because they had satellites that could see the heat. Well, you've already showed me that you have this wireframe map of New York, all this other stuff. It wouldn't have been that much more of a stretch to go, here's where we're going to land you, right on top of the World Trade Centers. Movies in the 80s, but
it's 20 years previous.
They were buildings that existed.
Yeah.
But you had all this planned out. You're going to land here. Now fuck off around New York for 20 some hours and try to find the president. And if you don't, you're dead.
Yeah.
Like, give the guy a chance.
The entirety of Manhattan Island is that's how are you going to get across all of that land in 24 hours?
Square miles or more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you not have an insider? Like, how
Right.
do you not have someone on the inside and be like, that would have been a perfect role for Cabby. Cabby could have been the inside guy.
Yeah, you gotta go find your our contact in there, and it's Cabby, and he's over here somewhere.
Yeah, he's a little eccentric, but he's cool because that would fit his character. Because Cabby's kind of doing whatever the fuck he wants to do anyway. Hey, you're not supposed to be out here at this time of night. Why are you out here? Well, I'm here to see a show and all this other stuff.
Oh my god, that show was hilarious.
Oh, I love the show. What else would you do, man? Pete me over there playing the triangle on stage.
I would.
Yep.
I would play all the triangles.
Tooting all the horns. He'd be a one-man band, just running around, drinking alcohol, just having a grand old time.
Singing badly. Yeah.
Don't tell him where the alcohol came from. He doesn't care as long as it gets him fucked up.
I don't care. As long as it gets in my belly.
It's like Stallone eating a rat burger in Demolition Man. He's like, this is the best burger I've had in years. But I think there's only minor critiques I would do just to give it a little bit more of a mission and a direction to go. Because I'll be honest, I want more Duke of New York too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they give Isaac Hayes Chef enough to do in this movie. Oh, children, try my salty chocolate balls. Hey, Stick Briskin, want to try some of my fresh balls? Just anything to give me more of this characters that you've built. And it's weird. You've gone so much in the aesthetic. I now want more as far as the world building. As Anna would say, I'm a whore for lore when it comes to Escape from New York. I want more of these guys. I want to know more about these scavengers that pop up out of fucking nowhere, which is watching it again today going, we're scared of them. They come up out of the sewers. They're hunting because they're hungry. They fucking walk past Snake immediately and don't give him any attention whatsoever till he goes into the room with Kurt Russell's wife.
That's his first wife.
His first one. So, there's little things that I don't want to feel like I'm picking on this movie, but if I'm going to talk about it, I'm not going to sit here and go, it's the greatest movie I've ever seen. There's no flaws. I can watch it 24/7. I can watch it 24/7, but I can also go, I'd watch this a lot more if it was a little bit more of this, a little bit more of that. Let's elaborate a little bit more. And I'm glad I'm not alone on that. I was a little kind of wondering how you guys felt as far as the movie as a whole, as far as the pacing and the mission. I'm not going to say anything about the design. We all agree this movie's perfect as far as that goes.
Mm-hmm.
It looks, they literally went and got an airplane cut in 3 sections and in the middle of the night staged it in St. Louis because they didn't want to go through the paperwork to put wreckage of an airplane in this derelict town. which is awesome. I love that. I love the story of this movie, maybe a little bit more than the story of the movie. That the story that's going on during the movie.
Right.
I like knowing how they made it, what they went through, how early this was in John Carpenter's career. I mean, he just did Halloween. He's had this written for a while and no one wanted to do it until they're like, oh wait, he did that. Well, let's see what else the kid can do. Basically, say kid, and now he's way older than us. But at this time he was younger than I am right now, making fucking classic movies that are going to outlive everyone, when it comes to entertainment and Hollywood and stuff like that. I feel like I'm doing all the talking here. Y'all jump right in. Help me out here.
Well, I think it kind of goes back to, like, for instance, me being a fan of the zombie genre and liking the dystopian worlds and seeing how if the world fell, what people would go to and what would become of the towns and cities we all know. And that's kind of what's happened here. And to your point, Charlie, I do wish we saw more of these characters. The world kind of feels almost too big to just be a movie. Like, this could be fun to, dare I say, like, not necessarily remake, but go back to this world, like with a new story kind of thing. Like, I would kind of like to see something like that in a world of remakes and reboots and stuff. This is one where I feel like they could kind of expand on that world some and give us more interesting stories. But we've got so many great characters, a huge ensemble cast, and we just get little bits and pieces of them, just enough to make us like them, and then a few of them were ripped out from under us, and that's really all we get. It is very ill paced a lot, and even with the character building, not as far as Snake's concerned, we know he's our guy. He was the main priority in this movie.
Everybody knows Snake. Shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I thought you were dead. I mean, it's fun fact. Everyone that says that dies in the movie.
But all this time, like when we see him walking around, why don't you give us more interaction with some of these characters? Let us know what the Duke's doing while he's fucking off. Let us know what Maggie and Brain are doing, and then have him walk in, that kind of thing. It's like everybody's just seeing him or not seeing him, or thinks that he's just so badass, or he looks scary, so we're not going to fuck with him kind of thing. He looks from that world. You know what I mean? So I think that's another reason why people aren't one to like run up and be like, hey, how's it going?
Right. Well, I kind of understand where Carpenter, what he's doing, because I do like the introduction of the Duke. Whenever he comes around, Cabby's like, I know the sound of that engine. Love the cow.
Like
love
chandeliers. So dope.
I mean, it's awesome, but I want more of the Duke. How did he get in control? And I don't mean I want this flashback backstory. Everything I've learned about Snake, I've learned fairly quickly. You can do that with these other characters just the same. Given me, because like everyone's like, it's the Duke, number one, King of New York, all this other stuff. And all these people are blindly following him. He doesn't have a gun. He doesn't have anything except sway over everyone there somehow.
How did he earn that sway?
Right.
I'm curious about that.
Where's that loyalty come from with all these like troglodytes running around? Look, I'll tell you right now, when you go into the IMDb thing, everyone coming up out of the sewers are called gypsies. And I'm not going to do that. Okay. So yeah, so I'll change that, but I'm just letting everybody know, if you go and look this up, that's what it says. And even I went, no, that seems really, really fucking mean. I'm not going to continue calling them that. So I'd rather call them murder hobos than anything.
Murder hobos.
But I think he's just a victim of his own filmmaking. You've done it so well to this point. I want you a little more, just a little bit more. Give me. I love his little henchman, fucking whatever his name was.
That cat with the tall pompadour.
Oh yeah,
he was scary as fuck. That dude eats people. I promise you.
100%.
He's got sharpened teeth, and he takes bites out of people, literally.
That
dude scared the fuck out of me, man.
He's one, like, I don't want to know how he became like that, but I want to see him do more shit. He's the one that goes up and talks to the, Lee Van Cleef.
Oh, that was
say,
such a
"Hey,"
good exchange there.
it was great. I got the finger. It's this whole thing of like, okay, I want more of that guy. That guy's fucked up in his head, and I want to see more of him. And then later, he's just guarding the president. Like, come on, I want a little bit more out of this character.
If he's
You
your
built him
right-hand
up.
man, send him after him. And
Yeah,
he's got these. There weren't any. These were all actors. None of them were fighters. So you may have tied your hands a little bit here by not having. There wasn't MMA back then, but veteran stunt people doing fighting,
like what he did for Big Trouble.
Yeah,
Knew what he was going to do, and he just
Yes.
had all the extras were stunt people.
I wasn't convinced how scary outside of this guy at the Buster Poindexter. Outside of him, the rest of these people are just like, you've got numbers and you have guns, but none of you individually are scaring me.
Mhm.
I wanted Chef, I wanted the Duke to like, would you shut the fuck up? Boom, and just cold
Show me that.
cold shot somebody, just like our head baddie in Fury Road. That dude's like, you did such a good job, and then rips his head off. That didn't happen, but that's the kind of head baddie.
He's done that before. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, I don't need to see it sometimes, but I need to know he's capable of it in his other actions. And the Duke, I get him driving around. Everyone tells me he has a plan to get everyone off the island, but
It's a shit plan.
It's a horrible plan.
It's such a shit plan.
Look, I know. Look, I don't mean to be mean to anyone. Okay, when I say this, but we'll keep it in this box. The prisoners of New York aren't exactly the brightest motherfuckers on the planet.
Okay.
But even someone that should be as good as the Duke should go like, yeah, we're going to use the president as a hostage. Motherfucker. He's just a dude at this point, and my guess is we don't really have an electoral college going on anymore outside in the world.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Duke of New York should be the smart one, but it's like it's just the president in a dystopian world. I'm pretty sure we can get a new one.
Mhm.
He's not going to stop the military from blowing you to kingdom come because one man versus hundreds of prisoners coming
True.
across the thing.
But from the Duke's point of view, and as we look through Duke's eyes, and we being the slightly more intelligent people than he is, this here's a dumb idea. Because yes, you're right, Charlie. They can just get another president. But on the other side of the wall, they got to have this president back for these peace talks, or World War IV is
But
going
they
to
don't.
start or some shit like
The
that.
Duke
But
doesn't
they don't
know
that. So yeah, you're right. Where Duke's plan is really, really dumb.
It's shit. And as you're watching the movie, I realize that we still don't give a fuck about the president. They want the tape. Like, there comes a point where I think they pretty much say that. Like, we got the president. What about the tape?
What's the tape?
Yeah, where's the tape at?
Before they fix Snake, they ask for the tape, and he has to hand it over before they deactivate the bomb.
Yeah, that is a guy who just happens to be the president, but other than this tape, there is no need to even spend any fuel to go save his ass. So this whole idea of them going, we have the president, we have the leverage, we're going to get out, and they're going to let us stay out. No, no, they're going to let you all get on the bridge, blow up the bridge. No more problem. Then they're going to be like, hey, let's try to fix up New York a little bit now that we got all those guys out of there. We'll expand a little here and just, I always wanted to, visit Manhattan. It's a lot of fun. I feel a little bad about how we're going about this. I know I've already said this. I don't hate this movie. Okay.
Right.
I really, really, really like this movie, But damn it, can I poke holes in this movie for some weird
Yeah,
reason?
you can,
It's a
yeah.
soft cheese. Yeah, there's all sorts of holes you can poke.
Yeah, not quite Brie. That for some
No,
reason Pete
not
fucking
that.
loves Brie. I don't know.
do.
I do love Brie.
Gorgonzola.
I like your liverwurst, but not the Brie, man. Not the stinky cheese.
Mm.
No, come on. All right, let's do commercial.
You want a war? Well, you got it right after this.
I say that as if I'm going to take a break, but this
Right.
month, I don't. Even
Aren't you
going
going
to
read this
break.
again, Charlie?
I am going to read.
I was
this
so
again.
confused.
No, it's okay. If I don't do it now, I got to do it later.
You're
So
right.
I'll do it now, and then maybe I won't have shitty things to say about this movie because I'm really starting to feel bad, and I think people are going to be like, "What's wrong with Charlie?" We got like
He picked this.
a pod person, Charlie, that says he likes this movie, but I don't hear that he likes this
Pod
movie
person.
whatsoever. I'm a pod people. All right. Well, as I have said before, this is the month of action. I am going to go through the list of everyone that is participating in this month of action. And please, we're in week 3. I think almost everyone should have at least some type of content out. So seek them out. We are all tagging each other, mainly on Instagram, a little bit on Facebook, but Instagram, if you want to follow everyone and check everything out, that's where you need to be going. So make sure you're listening to us, and I hope you're listening to B Action. We also have Flicks and Friends. Though they are doing one episode this month. I'm not 100% sure when it drops, but they're doing one. The Baron's Hideout is doing the entire month of horror/action movies. Like I said, I've seen the lineup, and I know we're recording these early, so I'm sure they're awesome. And I've listened to all of them that have dropped so far. We have Dissect That Film. Finally saw what Parker is hitting us with after Jaws. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah?
It's
Bangers.
It's a blockbuster summer.
Bangers.
Let's just call it
Yeah.
that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. My co-host Mickey over on his YouTube channel, Play for Keeps, that is through the Nerd Initiative. There you should be dropping their. They do a live show every Monday. So you need to be checking them out, and they're doing action movie based action figures, mainly R-rated ones. We have the guys over at Movie Dumpster. We've talked about them. They've been over on the shows. Video Villa. It's like 1 or 2. I think he's getting out. I'm not 100% sure when, but those will be out. Good Beer, Bad Movie. By the time this comes out, Pete, yours should be dropping here pretty soon.
Should be. Yep.
Yay.
We should have it up in, as if this recording. Yeah, it's I'm about 6 days out. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm actually technically, I do believe I think it comes out when this came out, if it drops on the
okay.
15th.
Drops the same day, 15th.
Yep. It's a Tuesday.
That's the goal.
All right. Well, hey, as soon as you're done listening to this, go listen to that one. So we also have Captain Steve over at Bucket of Chum. He is rocking out an action movie. B Movie Brain, Instagram. You should be looking at this artwork this guy has done. They are amazing. I love every one of them. He is absolutely killing it. And please go show him some love. He needs way more followers than what he has. He has earned it. So let's pump them numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. Let's get them up there.
Got to pump it up.
Get a little substance in there. We got the ladies over at Doom Generation. They are doing their sci-fi month, but one of those is the greatest action movie ever, Demolition Man. So you need to be listening to that episode. That's their one they're putting in with our month of action. So yeah, we also have the Geeks with Beards podcast. You need to be following Daniel and Sean over there. Sean made a song for month of action to put on their ad for the month. And I really kind of enjoyed it. I dug it. I was like, this is fun. They're really getting into it. And they are doing Demolition Man comics on their show.
Oh, really?
So not just movies, not just stuff like that. They're doing comic books. We also have Old Man Brad, who is rocking some Tubi out for everyone, finding some awesome action movies. Pete, you'd love Old Man Brad. He is rocking some Bruno Mattei lately.
Oh my God. I love and hate that all at the same time.
Exactly.
Oh, they've
So
already
does-
been giving me shit for Cruel Jaws. I was like, no, we don't need any more Cruel Jaws, please.
Oh, we need all the Cruel Jaws.
All of the. We
That's
need a sequel
what
to
everybody's
Cruel
saying.
Jaws.
Timo Hogan, heck yeah.
I love it. You need to be checking out Surge over at Extra Spooky. Now, Surge, Extra Spooky is his own little page where he's been dropping a lot of stuff, but he is part of a band, and he's going to kill me again because I cannot remember the name of his band. But if you follow him on Instagram at Extra Spooky, you'll have a link to the band he is actually in, and his band does a lot of movie-themed music as well, original pieces. So Serge is killing it, dropping stuff. He did one for the Guyver the other day, which is in relation to Flicks and Friends doing Guyver and us doing Guyver 2 on B Action. So check that guy out. We also have Bad Movies, Worst People. I think Dustin's appearing on one of those episodes this month. So you should be checking out that podcast. And finally, Brainbuster Video, who did the custom artwork for B Action Steel Frontier VHS giveaway that we will be giving away at the end of Month of Action. Again, you need to be following us on Instagram to see how to enter, how to win. You want this VHS in your collection. It's an art piece. There's no actual movie on the tape because it's artwork, but it's badass. Okay, Mickey, get me back out of here.
I didn't come here to talk. Lucky for you, they did.
And yes, technically it's John Mortis. It's Mickey doing John Mortis's voice, but
Right,
it's Mickey
right.
to me. Okay?
So
That's how-
I got a little something. I love watching these old movies, and I hate saying these are old movies, but God damn it, they are.
They are.
They're old movies.
Oh shit. Anyway, is there anything more early 80s than, let's say, quicksand and ultralights? There's no quicksand in this movie, but there's an ultralight in it because ultralights were all the fucking rage in the early 80s.
Yep.
And watching him fly, because they shot him with a giant rubber band. You know,
Dude, it's Wile E. Coyote to get him into New
and he
York.
glided in and landed on top of the World Trade Center and threw an anchor out the back so he didn't
Shot a
go over the
harpoon
edge.
out the ass of
a grappling
the
hook or something
ultralight.
like that. Oh my god! But ultralights just brought back so many memories. I remember watching what was it? Wide World of Sports.
Wide World of Sports.
Yeah,
Yes.
and they would every once in a while they'd just have, these are called ultralights. Watch what they can do, and they're not really doing anything but gliding it. And I'm just like, oh my god, these people are flying. They're actually flying. They're not motorized or anything.
No, there's
Oh,
no engine.
This is
nothing.
Kitty Hawk, man. There's nothing
Yeah.
there. They're shot out of a rubber band and they just fly through the air.
Shoo.
It's insane.
Oh,
Charlie don't
it's-
fly. Charlie
No,
definitely
no,
ain't
it's-
flying that way.
It's
Hell
so
no.
cool. I remember there were guys that would do pedal ultralights, and they would pedal, and there was a rotary
Oh,
propeller, a
the
prop
propeller, the prop on it.
to-
Yeah.
so they could control it a little better or go a little further, or they wouldn't need such a high place to fly off of. But it just, watching these old movies, it's like, oh god, how cool is that?
We all grew up thinking quicksand was going to be a lot bigger problem
Right.
than it was, than it is.
Now, there's not quicksand in this movie, but there's a point where things are coming up out of the floor, grabbing people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's pretty equal to quicksand in
Close
this
enough.
movie,
Close enough.
because that one Kurt Russell's wife at the time, gone,
Gone.
She got
just
gobbled up like no man. Like,
immediately gone. Like the Snake Plissken. Oh well, it just takes off the other way. Not much I can
Shrugs.
do about it.
Man,
That one's gone.
See you tonight, honey.
Exactly.
This is
It's like-
pre G, right? Pre Goldie.
Yeah,
Yes,
this is
this
his
was-
first
this
wife.
was,
Yeah.
Yeah, and this was
Pre-G.
it's
End game.
That a new thing for PG? I don't know.
No, I was trying something.
And
I don't think it worked.
I was watching this and I was like, I think at the time she filmed it, she was like really, really pregnant, because I kept looking
Was
like
she? Oh.
she. It looks like she's hiding it, in the costume she's in. Yeah, because they said during filming of this, his son was born, not Wyatt, the older one he had. Started with a
Before
B.
Goldie.
Yeah, before Goldie. and he'd have to go home and feed the baby, and he'd still be in like Snake Plissken get up. You imagine being a baby and Snake Plissken's giving you your bottle?
Hey, you little shit, drink this.
It's
stop spitting up all over me. God damn it.
Someday you're just like, why do I have this vision of Snake Plissken burping me and changing my diaper? I don't know.
Who was I in a past life?
Doc, I'm having these weird dreams again, and can you explain them to me? And you're like, well, was it your dad, Snake Plissken? Yeah. I says, you think there's some kind of correlation? Like, no, I'm pretty sure your dad just changed your fucking diaper on the movie set. No, that makes way more sense, Doc.
So do y'all remember when Kate Hudson, like when she was coming up and becoming real famous, her and Dax Shepard dated for like 6 months back in the early 2000s. Like he was
flash
doing
in the pan kind of thing.
Yeah, he was doing Punked and stuff. So his podcast, Armchair Expert, it's one of my faves. I love to hear him talk and the way he interviews people. Well, at one point he had Kate and Oliver, her brother, on and was interviewing them both. And he tells this story of when they went on vacation and they're in Hawaii or somewhere. And Kurt's like, not Kurt action star. He's the dad. He's like Kurt Russell dad. He's driving.
Dad. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. He's trying to keep everybody safe. It's like a one road kind of going up this volcano touristy thing. And there's somebody on his ass honking the horn and just being a dick. Like, and he's just being dad, trying to get everybody to the top of this place safely. And this guy starts honking. Kurt's getting more and more pissed off. Goldie's up there saying, it's okay, Kurt. Well, finally, it comes to blows and they end up stopping, both getting out of the car. And dude says something to Kurt and he ends up punching him in the face. And the guy says, I just got my tooth knocked out by Snake Plissken. And Kurt totally just socked the shit out of him because he had had enough. Right. And he said that's what, because for Dax, like Kurt Russell growing up was one of his idols. So then like dating Kate and actually getting to meet him and seeing how like cool he was and how normal, then to see him go to like Kurt Russell, like Snake Plissken real quick, you know, it was funny.
How pissed off do you have to be that you don't get out of your car? Like, I understand road rage, but you're mad. You get out of your car. How do you not stop immediately and go, is that fucking Snake Plissken?
Yeah, I just shut up real fucking quick.
I mean, like, am I mad at Snake Plissken right
Excuse
now?
me, sir. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Look, I didn't know who you were, brother. You were just going really slow up that mountain, but it's okay.
No disrespect. My bad.
I'm going to get back in my car. I'm not even going to ask for an autograph. I'm going to get back in my fucking car but then again, I could get punched by Snake Plissken. So it's a 50-50 out there if I'm really thinking about it.
He needs to sign that tooth.
Yeah.
Like at a convention.
Hey, remember this time in Hawaii?
Can you sign my tooth?
That would be epic. Hey man, I don't know if you remember me or my tooth.
He'd probably be like, yeah, I remember you.
This used to be in my head till I met you. And then he knocked it out. You sign it?
Just like, initial it. It's tiny.
Kurt Russell's like, this still isn't the strangest thing I've ever signed before.
Yeah,
probably just hands it to him and then goes on about his thing.
Might be number 2, but this isn't the weirdest.
So let's get back to the movie. Let's talk about the shit I do love about it, not just the aesthetics. When it does pick up, once Brain and everyone, they all kind of get together and the big chase happens where Isaac Hayes is chasing them down. They get into Cabby's car and they finally get over to the bridge, even though it's the most ridiculous landmine set bridge, which is basically don't touch that car. Don't touch that car. Those are obviously where the mines are hiding. Mm-hmm. But dude, when Cabby's car explodes, yes, it perfectly bifurcates it for some reason, and I'm still not 100% how what kind of charge you use. I know what shape charges are, but this is like a razor knife and cuts the car directly in half. But it's shocking. I remember watching that first time as a kid, and they take that wrong turn, and then my heroes just blew up. The inside of the car was a big ball of fire, and these two pieces are strewn out across the bridge. I was like, that was shocking as fuck. Hell, even watching it now on HD, I'm going, holy fuck. That was a violent explosion that they did right there. Also, who the fuck thought a car cuts like that when it blows up? Slap the special effects guy. Make it jagged. Not a straight line around right at the back seat where no one's going to lose a toe or anything. And only person that dies is Cabby.
I know.
I was pissed. I haven't
in the chat, yeah.
Number of years. Fucking Cabby dies. I was pissed off.
My dad loves Ernest Borgnine. Like, he's seen like all the war movies.
He's been in everything. Shit, we watched him in Vikings last year.
We saw him in Viking. He's in Red with Bruce Willis. He's the guy down in the vault that gives him the files. That's Ernest Borgnine. Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
so
what a fun movie that is.
But my dad will find random ass movies like at the pawn shop. That's where my dad buys DVDs.
At the pawn shop.
That's okay.
Fuck the library. We're going to the pawn shop. So he goes to the pawn.
So if it has go to the pawn shop to buy stolen merchandise, where you could go to the library when it was purchased.
We paid with it. We paid for it legally as far as the pawn shop's concerned. Okay.
True.
Ownership's 9/10 of the law. I mean, that's all I can tell you. But Dad, literally, there was a time where if it said Ernest Borgnine on it, he bought it. So he's got like this mini collection of Ernest Borgnine movies, and he'll go, "Here, watch this one. Is it good? Nah, but Ernest Borgnine's in it.
Ernie's in it. Yeah. He's done so many movies. Like, dude. He's the Bruce Campbell of the 50s. Right? Yeah, he's done all of them. Horror movies, sci-fi movies, westerns.
I mean, he's like Don Rickles. He was like in fucking everything back in the day.
Don Rickles was in everything?
Yeah, Don Rickles was everywhere. Dude, he was on every television show.
Well, yes, he was.
He was Don Rickles, okay? Pete, I threw a bone because I figured you would know who Don Rickles is.
I know who Don Rickles is.
Anna's over here going, I got to Google that shit. I don't know who that is.
I know who Don Rickles is.
Oh, you do know? Okay.
I do, yes.
Insult comic.
Oh, dude. Spicy insult comic.
Followed closely by Insult the Comic Dog.
Right. I wanted to look and see what his Ernest Borgnine's filmography was. Somebody else go.
So there was one scene as they're approaching the bridge where they're all in the cab at one time, and did they find a car that was perfectly angled where they could Dukes of Hazzard over the damn thing? Because I thought, like you, Charlie, I thought all these cars were full of bombs or mines, and they just right over.
Pete, we've talked about this on the show before. It's the Delta Force theory that anytime you need to jump, there's always a ramp behind barrels.
All you gotta do is go like this, and pull the wheel up.
You have to pull the wheel. If you don't pull the wheel, it's not going to work. I'm pretty sure Sandra Bullock pulled that bus wheel.
Oh, yeah.
And it was that last little bit they needed.
Never have made that jump in speed had she not pulled up on that steering wheel.
And I love Ernest Borgnine over there. You're being a little rough on her there, Snake. Take it easy, Snake. You're giving her hell, Snake.
That's his living, though. That's how he
makes his house.
That's just his everything.
Because he tells him, he goes, I don't know about leaving her out here. I almost never leave her out here. I almost never leave it. He was like, you sleep in that motherfucker, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He's got a pillow in the trunk and a spanket blanket in the back seat.
Oh, Pete, why you got to do it like that?
It's all comfy.
Might as well. It's probably nicer than some of those.
It was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Some of those buildings are nasty. You might as well at least your car's clean. How you clean it.
I think it'd be kind of cool to stay in a building called Chock full of nuts. I don't know.
Hey, I like that coffee.
And guess what? It was chock full of nuts because they started coming up through the floor trying to eat them. 210 movies is in his filmography.
Prolific.
Yeah.
But
kids,
not a lot of starring roles, right?
Well, kids, if you really want to know Ernest Borgnine and you're like, I don't give a fuck about that old man, you do give a fuck about that old man because that's Mermaid Man from SpongeBob. Okay? That's Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. Mermaid Man is Ernest Borgnine.
Ernest Borgnine has touched your hearts at one time.
He has.
And not in a weird way.
No, not that either.
Like any SpongeBob way.
Even though Pete likes to bring up his spank blanket. Yeah, no, you don't. Stop it. Let's not do that. Talk about Adrienne Barbeau if you're going to do stuff
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
what I was going to
Oh
say.
my
I really
God.
love her in this. And she's kind of, she was kind of placed with Brain, for lack of better
Yes.
words, right? Okay.
She's a
if I remember right,
concubine.
given to Brain because, well, look at her.
Oh, yeah.
Is what one of them said. I
Titties.
forget.
That's
But I
just
think-
all I think of when I see
Titties.
her in this
Yeah.
movie is titties.
But I think Brain respected her. Like,
That's what I was about to get to.
And she also, I think, genuinely loved him.
Yeah, but I think
get
it's one of those Khaleesi moments from like season 1 of Game of Thrones when she's with the Dothraki. Remember how
Yeah.
like she was kind of uncertain about him at first. He's very, but they kind of had to. They fell for each other, for lack of better words. They were put together out of
Khaleesi learned how to
circumstance.
fuck real good, and then
And he learned how to be gentle and not so damn rough and shit. I mean,
Yes.
that's just how it was.
brief. He's like, turn around,
Yeah.
bam, I'm done.
And all she's got to do is put
Go
that
wash.
hand on his face. But I feel like that's how it was with this too. Like over time, they really fell for each other and they started to respect each other. And he also knew that she wasn't just some girl. When she pulls that gun out, pop, 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 kills
Hell
those
yeah.
3 guys. She's got that
Hell
smirk on her
yeah.
face. I was like, hell yeah, Adrienne Barbeau, you're a badass.
She's no damsel. I mean, she's
Yeah.
in New York for a reason. She did something real
Yeah.
bad to get
Yeah.
into New York.
Yeah,
she's a felon or whatever.
Mhm.
It's also like Brain had to be a smart motherfucker for the Duke to go, yeah, he can have her. Because you look at Adrienne Barbeau and you kind of look at everyone else going on around there. I'm like, Brain really was the linchpin of the whole operation. Because he drops it. I make the gas. I take care of things. He's kind of like the from Thunderdome, Pete.
Tina Turner?
No, not
I'm thinking
Auntie.
about boobs now.
But-
you gotta be more specific here, please.
The guy under that Max ends up having the fight. The short, I don't want to say the word. Little guy.
the little person.
Yeah. Master Blaster.
Oh man, I would never pull that out of my butt.
Because he makes the power for Bartertown. He does all this. Brain kind of has that whole thing where he knows how to do all this shit. So he's very, very important. And he got basically the hottest chick running around New York.
He's the guy that survives the apocalypse because he knows essentials. He can fix your plumbing. He can.
Because we all need plumbing in the apocalypse, Pete. I'm not giving up indoor plumbing.
Right. He's an electrician.
Priorities.
He can make gas. Did you see not the turbine? What do they call it? That sucks the oil out of the ground.
Fuck! You had to say something, and now I can't. It's called an oil derrick, but it's
there you go.
It pumps the oil up
derrick,
out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's essentially, he had. Yeah, and Brain he's the guy that does, not specifically, but Brain is the guy that grows the crops or brews the beer or the moonshine or whatever it might be. He makes the oil. Like we just said, he plumbs the sewers.
I have my indoor plumbing.
Right.
But you're right. There's always that in these post-apocalyptic movies.
Right,
You had the guy in Mad Max that could fix the cars.
Mhm.
You had, people that knew how to do a lot, but Brain's kind of like, it's all those guys in one
and
dude.
the dude in charge wants to keep that person happy and safe.
And that's why he's called Brain.
Exactly.
Agreed, because he's smarter than probably most of the people in there.
And his real name's Howard.
Yeah, his name's Howard because Snake's been calling him that, and he's like,
I love how Barbeau goes, Howard?
Yeah, like what?
It's like, shit.
I could have been calling him Howie this whole time.
It's like when you find out a really weird middle name. My middle name is Xavier.
What's wrong with Xavier?
Nothing's wrong with Xavier. I've got a couple of friends named Xavier.
Weirdly,
I have more than one friend named Xavier.
I think that is weird. That's very weird. Very. Okay. So yeah, I like Brain. I like Adrienne Barbeau. I will say something though. While I was watching it today, and I don't want this to sound mean, the thought just crossed my head.
You're not going to say something mean about Adrienne, are you?
Not mean, but
I will come to your house.
when she's on the bridge shooting at the Duke of New York, and she's fucking pissed. She's got a bit of a mannish face, and she's got a very squared off jaw and a very angular look to her. And I was just like,
well, if I'm being honest, the haircut don't help that either.
I don't like her hair.
I don't like the haircut either.
Damn it. That's my one criticism. And I think that's natural. I think that she's got.
I think it is because she has
supernatural curly hair.
My aunt had hair just like that.
Yeah.
She needs to wear it longer or way shorter.
She
needs to go Vasquez, or she needs to go
the Fog.
Yes. She had way
perfect.
longer than the
She
Fog.
had like a Farrah Fawcett kind of flip grown out just enough that that looks good.
This is the
hold it down.
Yeah, this is the same hair she had in Swamp Thing. So
I don't care for it needs to be shorter. I don't mind the short hair, but I want it shorter. I want it high
I don't
and tight.
I don't like the shoulder length. I think I agree with Anna. It either needs to be way longer.
Yes.
So
I think it needs to be longer, yeah.
Or it needs to be done up. But I mean, she's in fucking New York and it's a prison. But I just had that realization today because she is attractive. She has her attributes, obviously, and she was married to John Carpenter. But that scene, I'm like, she got some mannish features going on.
And she's also got she's kind of buff too.
She's buff.
And she's wearing a very low neck shirt. So her chest looks kind of manly. I can definitely see why you thought that, Charlie.
And I'm not saying anything mean. I was it just caught me as I was watching. That's
fair.
So,
I ain't kicking her out of bed, man.
Fuck no.
Yeah,
she can be as manly as she wants with me. Titties.
She's just tied beat up like a pretzel. And
just motorboat.
I thought you were saying she motorboated Pete. I was like,
well, I mean, that's if that tickles his fancy, then so be it.
I'm giving you some real estate here, Ben.
We're not here to kink shame or anything.
Never.
But so that leads us into Chef coming across the bridge. I'm sorry.
It's
as
Chef.
much as
agreed, 100%.
Every time he talks, especially when he's up there during the big fight, and he's talking to everyone. And
Snake Plissken.
My God, does he pause for 20 seconds between every sentence he says? Because he'll say something like, "Tomorrow we got the head and nothing attached below it." And I'm just. Right. But I hear Chef saying it the entire time.
I don't think Isaac Hayes is a good actor. I don't think he's not a good actor.
He's not a great person either, man.
I've heard that too, and I didn't want to brush that. I mean, he's a hell of a musical performer.
Musically, fantastic.
I think he had a look and a sound that people were. He was in Shaft, wasn't he? I mean, he wasn't Shaft.
But he was the composer. I think he composed.
Yeah. Oh, he definitely sang Shaft.
That's what it just said on IMDb. It said composer.
I don't know if he sang Shaft or because it was a girl that sang Shaft, wasn't it? Or
there were a number of.
It was a number. I don't know. I haven't watched that in forever. But Isaac Hayes was involved in a lot of the blaxploitation movie soundtracks,
composer,
and stuff like that, coming from the 70s, early 80s, and stuff like that. So what he has done musically cannot be touched. He's just not a great person. And not, like Pete said, he's not the greatest of actors, but damn it, he looked good in this. And I wanted more of it. And I do like this end fight between him and Pliskin with them trying to get up over the wall. Hey, it's number one, you know what I love best is when my hero is the badass, and he is the badass at the movie. Isaac Hayes doesn't get up on him other than with the gun. But when Snake's like, fuck you, and runs over and just punches the shit out of him, Isaac doesn't get the upper hand at all. So I love that. Like, I grew up in the era of Van Damme's going to get his ass kicked for like 10 minutes. Then we're going to get that hero pump up moment, and then he's going to destroy him. But I really, really love, fuck you, I'm going to kick your ass now, and does it.
Tired of this shit.
And then fucks up off the wall.
And fucks off. And the president, they've been Snake Plissken is able to contact the outside, right? Through his
he's got the so he didn't contact them, but they can trace him.
Oh,
so they know he's on the way.
He turns on the tracker or something.
Yeah,
like that. Right.
Because somebody stole the tracker, and during the fight, he turns it on.
They know that he's close to the wall
Yes.
to get out of New York because that's the wall that they've surrounded the city with.
Yep.
They're cutting. Did you see they were cutting the razor wire?
So yeah, there's a
and
section
throwing
they cut it and they hook a winch to a rope.
So they're gonna zip somebody the fuck up there as quick as possible.
And there's guards up there. So and then Isaac mows those guys down. My confusion though is so the president gets up that fucking thing. And then they do this not showing who it is, but they put the brake on the belay rope that's bringing Snake up. And we see that it's the president then mows down Isaac Hayes, the Duke of New York. Why did you stop Snake? Duke wasn't going anywhere. You could have still shot him. What was the point of stopping it and then turning it back on?
To Hollywood.
I do not like Donald Pleasance as a president. Like I honestly am. He's kind of my critique.
You don't like the character. You don't like him playing the president.
I don't like his portrayal of a president.
Oh, okay, all right.
He's just kind of a wiener, Like I just.
Have you met any of the presidents? I think they're all wieners.
That's fair. That's very fair. But I don't know. Just
in good point there.
I don't care what year it is.
He's not wrong.
They're all wieners.
But I don't know, just his attitude, and he's just because even Snake at one point tells him stop shaking, and he goes, "I can't." Like he's just freaking out.
I'm going to give him a break for that.
I did want to bring this up that I read. Donald Pleasance
really?
actually was a prisoner of war at one point.
Oh, I have read that. Yeah. So he brought that to this character.
That was World War II then, right?
So I think no.
After World War II,
Korea, possibly. It didn't say where.
Yeah,
because he's also English, so it's not like he would have been fighting in an American war. So I give him a little bit of a break because I kind of feel like if anyone's going to show me what it's like to be held prisoner by someone, I'm going to believe that guy because he's done it in real life. But I do think they purposely are making him to not be likable by the audience whatsoever, especially at the end. I know they go way over the top at the end, but he's not great in this. I kind of do wish it was someone else. Also, he's English and he's an American president.
He was right. His American accent was dodgy at best.
There's not even an American accent in that.
I think his speech at the end was pretty okay.
Okay, his speech voice maybe that's him, but any other time he's talking
well. I do like how stop, like you said, stop shaking. I can't. Can you run? Because we're getting the fuck out of here. You goddamn right I can run.
Right.
So I loved that exchange because that sounded very real. Not saying anything against you, Anna, but I did enjoy that. I like because yes, he's going to be terrified because his life is on the line and someone's saving him. So he's both still scared, also excited. And then when Pliskin says, "Can you run?" You're goddamn right, I can.
And just his
chef kiss of a line.
His break at that end though when he's shooting him and he's doing all that stuff.
It's fucking maniac.
Duke of New York, everything that they were like making him say and torturing him with.
A1 is a reference to Frank Sinatra, of course.
Yeah, but he just emotionally dumps all that at the end. Could have been done better. 100% Anna, and I agree with you. I do wish this was not Donald Pleasance.
Yeah, I wish it was. I wish it was someone else. Because even like when he's screaming that "You're the Duke," I think of I shot him 6 times. Like that's all I can hear. Like I don't take him serious like that.
I would honestly, Tom Atkins could.
Yeah, switch the roles. Give me more Tom Atkins.
Yeah,
and put Donald Pleasance in his role.
Cuckold in this movie.
Oh God, he was like
what?
He is like
this man to be on screen and then
he's barely in it. Now Lee Van Cleef was only on set for like a week. It's the only amount of time he had.
100 years old at this point.
Well, and also he had just hurt his leg on another movie, so he was having to be. They were supposed to be doing a lot of other stuff with him, but they just could not do it. And it was like the walk down the hallway between him and Snake when they're having that exchange at the beginning. He actually said that was the most difficult part of filming for him because of how much walking and shit you had to do. I'm like, fuck. There's a moment though, because I bring that up. Like, he's bitching about that. When Snake gets over the wall, they still keep him attached to the belay rope, and you got those two guys at the front of the Jeep letting him down. Kurt Russell, not Snake, gets about 10 feet from the bottom and lets go. And this other guard at the front of the Jeep eats fucking shit because he didn't know he was going to do it. I watched it straight up because he's holding the weight of Kurt Russell through the pulley and he's trying to let him down. And I really think Kurt's like, oh, I'm close enough and this will be, you know, what Snake would do. He lets go and falls, and that guy goes, whoa, out of there. Not planned. You can't tell me that was a planned stunt because that guy gets up and goes, he's waiting for someone to say cut, and Kurt Russell runs by him, and he's like, oh, we're going to keep going. Ain't fucking shit. It's hilarious. And I went, dude, go back and watch that.
I gotta watch that part, yeah.
Because it's, Anna, clip that please for me.
Okay, I'll have to find it because I didn't notice it.
It's right at the end when he's coming off the wall.
Be fast in the background, so yeah.
And there's two guards at the front of that Jeep because they're controlling the rope. They're legit letting him down. I'm sure it's only like 20 feet.
As you say, belay. That's the correct.
Yeah, it's the belay.
You're letting them out.
I swear, Kurt Russell gets like 8 to 10 feet from the ground, and in his mind, he's going, "I'm going to let go and just drop." Those guys are holding his weight, and that one dude eats fucking shit. I laughed my ass off this episode. I kept rewinding it, going, "No, yep,
yeah, I did see that right."
Fell right on his ass. And I like Snake doing what Snake does, and he's got the tape. We know he has it, and he hands it over, and he asked the president that at that moment when he asked that president the question about, a lot of people died saving you. What do you have to say about that? Not like, is there a reward? Can you pardon me for everything? Can you pardon some of the people that were involved? What do you say? And he gives the most bullshit political written in a handbook thing to say.
I'm safe now. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Right. Yeah. I'm getting shaved. A little bit of makeup put on me.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I have 3 minutes. I can talk to you. And Snake's like, yep, fuck this president. And I love this ending with him all proud, standing up, addressing these other nations. I have no fucking idea what's on this tape. I know they played it and talked about it. I still don't fucking know what it is, but it starts playing Cabby's music from earlier in the movie. And I just smile, and Snake's just ripping that tape and tearing it apart. And there ain't no pencil going to fix that. I'll tell you that right now. I had a couple tapes, break when I was a kid. You're taking that scotch tape.
You can put a little scotch tape.
Yeah, a little scotch tape on there.
You'll get a little skip, but
there's a little bump, but it's still going to play a little bit. Dude, he's ripping that shit apart, walking away. And I love it. But damn it, LA did it better. Escape from LA when he was the hologram.
God damn it. Now I got to fucking watch that.
Yep.
Because you first.
There's fucking Snake Plissken holograms.
I bet it's at the library.
I bet it is.
Why don't you go check the pawn shops. I have it on good authority. You can get some great movies.
Buy a movie
at the pawn shop.
I don't want to own this movie.
You want to? It's got Bruce Campbell in it, sir.
Oh fuck.
Yeah,
Does it really?
It does.
Oh, man,
he's the plastic surgeon of L.A.
I've seen this once in the theater when it came
out. I love it. Look, there's only one scene that everyone bitches about. Fuck it. It's fun. He surfs with Peter Fonda. Get the fuck over it. They're in L.A.
Peter Fonda?
Yes.
They're in L.A.
They're in L.A.
How's Peter Fonda still alive?
I think he was alive at that point, but
well, sure.
Yeah, but
it's still like
I don't care. I have a
like
lot of fun with that movie.
Like
it was like 95, 97. I forget when it actually came out. But. All right, that's Escape from New York. I really like this movie, everyone. I'm sorry for tearing it apart, but all right, let's get into the things.
Yeah.
Leave anything for us?
Just bodies. Body count. Body count. Body count. Body count.
L.A.
Pete's all the way on there. Yeah.
So I got the library. Oh, look, right there. It's right there.
I bet it's available.
I bet it is too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'll be the first one in line. Look at this.
Pete, let's go.
They have to blow the dust
I was
off
going to
of
say, they're
this
going to
one.
go over there. It just takes.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a Blu-ray available. How about that?
There you go. Fancy.
Yeah.
Pete, let's guess how many. Let's guess how many
blue
people
sheet.
died. in
Oh,
this
yeah,
game.
shit.
yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
Anna, you guess.
Well, I was gonna go
Are we
big.
guessing?
Yeah. 32.
Ooh. Pete.
Boy, there's not like a big boom. There's a lot of individuals.
Mhm.
I like 32. But I'll go 28.
Okay.
$1 Bob and me.
Yep.
The count is 36.
Whoa!
Y'all
I
are
should have did 33.
you're on the dartboard. I mean,
Yeah,
both of
yeah.
you. So
Yeah.
Pretty close.
did great. So yeah, only 36 because you have to think about it. There's not a lot of people
There's
in
no
this movie.
mass explosions that would take out a
No,
block or something.
it's and it's indiscriminate. Somebody's in my way, I'm going to shoot them. Hell, there's only like 2 guns in this movie. You got Snake's Mac-10, and then you have the 6-shooter. With everything's got fucking scopes on it too. God bless the 80s. I want a scope on every gun.
Ultralight and laser scopes.
Ultralights and scopes on a handgun make me laugh
on a
even
handgun.
more. I want someone to have a little 22
doing
Derringer
this.
and then a sniper scope on the end of it. Just, I love
And
that
silencer.
insane
A
shit.
silencer and a scope and a laser. Yeah.
God, that silencer was it makes that gun massive, and it's not a massive
Right.
gun.
Right. And all of a sudden you went from something you'd hold with a hand to
Why?
two
Yeah.
hands close to the chest.
Fucking Duke is out there shooting one shot at a time, balancing it on the tip of his boot, just spracking off one shot at a time, like he's plinking with the little 22 out there having fun. All right, let's pick our favorite kill.
Have you ever killed anyone?
Yeah, but they were all bad.
Anna, let's start with you. What is your favorite kill of Escape from New York?
I don't know if it's necessarily my favorite, but it's probably the one that had the most meaning. It's got to be Cabby's. Because when Cabby dies, I felt sad.
I did too, man.
And it sucks because I feel like he's the most memorable character. I mean, obviously Snake's Snake, but he's the most memorable supporting character in this movie for me.
And normally that character would end up being like a turncoat or something in a lot of other stories.
Yeah, and he was just a good guy.
He was a good guy, but he was also scared. Like when fucking Duke comes running around the corner and they all turn around going, fucking Cabby, and he is gone. The car is around the corner.
He's out.
I was like, I didn't know Ernest Borgnine could run that fucking fast. Meow.
Meow.
He gone.
Ernest Borgnine.
All right, Pete, what's your favorite kill?
I loved when Pliskin puts a bat full of nails upside the back of
The Ox, I call him.
Ox Stone Nuts, whatever.
Big
He's got the
Chungus.
greatest fucking name ever, and he's got the greatest eyebrows in the world. Oh
my God, yeah.
Look this cat. I'm not doing his name a service, but they're fighting with these baseball bats with nails in them, and somehow Snake Plissken, our hero, does a little pirouette and hits this guy in the back of the head with a nail bat, and the dude just stops. It's great, and it's exactly what you do because
his name is Ox Baker, and the
There you
character
go.
name is Slag.
yeah.
Slag. I like that.
Huge, like I had seen this movie in a long time. When he's on, I swear to God, it was Charlie's uncle or twin brother once removed.
Yeah, we
Oh,
got that in
Charlie,
the chat.
All you need is eyebrows, man. Do you shave your eyebrows like I do?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Every once in a while, I get like one wild one,
Yeah.
and it's like I for the longest time I tried not to cut it because I know what happens. You cut that one, and then more come out later. Yeah, so I very carefully cut it, Because when it pokes you in the eye, that's a problem. You know what I mean?
When you're driving, you're like, what the fuck is that?
Fuck.
What? Yeah. Ox. That was a
good
great
one.
kill.
It's a good one.
Charlie, you're up. What's up?
So, mine's gonna be mean, and I don't want it to be mean, but it's just the impact it has. It's Adrienne Barbeau's death. That she gets pinned in between those cars. And
Yes,
then
please.
I read, and please God, let this be true. J.J. Abrams gave them the idea to show the body. He was 15 and got an early screening of this, something through his dad. And they had a question type thing at the end.
You always have if you get a screener, usually a
Yeah.
questionnaire with it.
So he puts in there, we're not 100% sure that Maggie dies. It'd be good to show us that she dies. So John Carpenter and her filmed her body under their own car in their own garage for that shot. Wasn't actually done during the production of the movie. Isaac Hayes only looks at the cars, even though they cut it to make it look like he looks at her body. But if you look really, really close, you're like, oh, this does feel separate somehow. But it's in the trivia that it was a very young J.J. Abrams.
No way.
We want to know, did she actually die? And I really, the blood coming down her chest,
chest,
you know,
It
but
was
across her face, and it's graphic and it's a little heartbreaking. The funnest one, though, is when Snake Plissken throws that fucking knife and cracks that dude in the middle of the forehead when he saves the president, because it's lightning fast.
It's such a great cut. Like all you see is
boom, and he falls down. Because that I love. Yeah, I wanted the crazy looking guy to have a better death, but Brain just stabs him, and then he does the and falls down. He's literally making that sound as he falls. He's hissing for some reason. But I was just like, God damn it! I kind of wanted him to get beheaded somehow. You know what I mean? Like holding that head and those teeth, like you know, that would have been badass. But I'm done being mean to this movie. I'm done. All right, let's rate this. Pete, let's start with you, brother. What are you ranking Escape from New York?
It's fine. It's a recommend. I'm gonna give it a 6.5. There's nothing wrong with this movie. Go see it. It's just not. I want a little more fun in my action movies. Like I don't find Seagal movies fun because it takes itself too seriously. I think this movie takes itself a little too seriously. That's my only gripe. I loved a lot about this movie. It's not a lot of fun. But it's a recommend. So what did I say? 6.5? 6.5.
Yeah, 6.5. All right. Anna, let's go to you. I purposely picked this one for you because I knew you were a fan of this movie. And it fit. So I was like, let's get a vintage, action flick in here. So what are you going to rank Escape from New York?
9 out of 10.
Solid.
I love this movie. It's got rewatchability. It's kind of one, I don't know, as dirty as it is, or dirty feeling.
You can smell this movie.
I can put it on and feel oddly comfortable, with it on, as weird as that is. Also, I would be remiss without gushing on Kurt Russell in this movie because, my God, he is the end all be all of hunky men.
Yeah. Like normally I would say this would be like peak Russell, but there's so much peak Russell in the 80s. You're kind of like, what Russell do I think is peak Russell?
Man, this one might be the peak for me. This might be it because the wafty hair when he's got his shirt off, he's not like beefcake, but he's built and he could kick your ass kind of thing.
It's that bad boy vibe.
He's that he's an early prototype for the average action man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. Like when we got
Willis,
the Nick
Bruce Willis,
and the Mel Gibson, where in a decade of Stallones and Van Peebles and
Van Peebles.
Schwarzenegger.
Dude, I was Mario Van Peebles and Van Damme in the same word. Pete, how did you do that?
I
Van
listened to
Cleef.
the action. I don't know. No, like these bigger than life action beefcakes. He is an early prototype for the average.
I agree with that.
Man. Yep.
For sure.
Yeah,
And
100%.
also Nancy Stevens, who played Marion Chambers in Halloween, she's the stewardess on the plane at the beginning. So and even Charles Cyphers, he's there with Tom Atkins and all them. So it's like anybody who's ever been in a John Carpenter movie is in this. They've got somebody named Cronenberg. They radio
Cronenberg, a Romero, and someone else. He's got like 3 directors' names in there. Matter of fact, I think Romero is the name of the guy with the teeth. I think that's what his
I think it
name
is.
was.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, so because he does that. Also, fun fact: the Secret Service agent taking the butt of the gun to the cabin of the airplane at the beginning is I want to say Gerald Ford's son or nephew or something like that.
Really?
And when you look him in the face, you're like, "Fuck, I see it."
Like
damn.
nerd with hair.
Yeah, I mean, it would look like a young Gerald Ford, man. I was like, awesome. So kind of cool saving the president and you're kin to the president. So I thought that was a
interesting.
little bit of trivia. Yeah.
So I had fun. Thank you for picking this, Charlie.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad overall Pete enjoyed it. So
I did.
Yeah. We're going to be honest about things.
Yep.
Okay. And this comes back to something Pete asked earlier when we started Month of Action. Did I just go through and pick 10 out of 10s the entire month? And I didn't
started off pretty hot.
I did start hot, but I didn't put that thought into it. Like, I'm going to pick nothing but 10s. I want to pick iconic action movies that feel like they fit in the Month of Action. And Escape from New York fit the vibe because I wanted something early. So I did not come into tonight with this mindset that this turned into, where I went, you know what I don't really care for? And then everyone else kind of had that same thought. So we were able to expound on it. But also at the end of the day, I do really, really love this movie. It's a vibe for me. It's a mood. I can't, even though I can knock it for certain things in discussion, I think with Anna, it's still a 9 for me.
Wow.
Just because of what it is, what it did, what it stood for. The set design alone jacks this thing way up. The iconicness of a character. Like, we all know who Arnold is. And then we know who Conan and Terminator, he's made these characters. And we know who Rambo is. We also know who the fuck Snake Plissken is. You say Snake Plissken, you see that.
Mm-hmm.
Snake Plissken pops in your brain in a certain look. And to me, that's amazing to create a character that iconic.
And people still dress up as him at Halloween and stuff too. You know, he's still a Halloween costume.
Absolutely.
To be fair, it's an easy one to dress up as.
True, but less is more.
A lot of Gen Alphas going, why are you dressed like a camouflage pirate? And then you got to backhand them and be like, don't you disrespect the Pliskin like that.
Wait.
Disrespect
If I dress
Snake.
up like Snake Plissken for Halloween, I can backhand Gen Alphas.
Honestly, you can backhand Gen Alphas anytime you
That's what I was about to say.
want to.
I'll allow it.
It's totally fine. They got that stupid language they've created, and that's all that's on my social medias right now, trying to explain their... And then I was like, we also had Pauly Shore, so I can't be too awful mad at
Yeah.
I
grinded.
I hear your Gen Alpha, and I raise you a Pauly Shore.
Exactly.
Oh God, when worlds collide.
Oh my God. So yeah, I really, really do love this movie. I nitpicked it a little bit more than I probably expected myself to, but I also hold this movie to a pretty high standard. Now, I still stand behind. I have way more fun with Escape from LA. Pete, that's going to be the thing that's going to, I think, sway you. Is you said here, I want something a little more fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be the key. I want you to just keep in mind when you watch Escape from LA. Is I want it to be fun. And also, if you want to continue the trilogy because they got sued for copyright infringement, watch Lock Up. with Guy Pearce. It's Escape from New York in space. So,
Interesting.
Is Kurt Russell in it?
No, Guy Pearce.
Aw.
Guy Pearce is Marion Snow. That's his name. So they call him Snow, not Snake. No eye patch because that would have been way too close. But he has to. They send the president's daughter to inspect a prison in space, and they capture the president's daughter, and they have to infiltrate Snow to save the president's daughter in space. And
space.
John Carpenter sued the fuck out of him. And it's the guy that did Fifth Element and all those movies. He did this. The first time I watched it, I hated that movie. Yeah. It is one of the few movies I've gone back to going, the fuck was wrong with me? I love this movie. And I have so much fun with it. So yeah, you could do a whole Escape From trilogy if you just throw that little movie in there. I'll tag that in. We've actually covered it. We've covered it. Me and Nate did it because I wanted him to watch it. It was early, like year 2, I think we did that one.
Oh, I don't. Okay.
Maybe it's worth a revisit because you guys, enjoy some Escape from New York stuff. So, all right. Well, that is episode 3 of Month of Action, Escape from New York. A lot of fun. A conversation I did not expect. And you know what? Sometimes that's way more fun than Charlie just going, I love big explosions. Give me something.
All the explosions were little in this movie.
Yeah. I like to sink my teeth into things and, just have a little fun discussion about it. So next week, you're going to get Charlie gushing about, I love this movie, we are going to be covering Lethal Weapon 4. I am skipping 3. We're going straight to 4 because so far I haven't done a franchise in order and I'm not about to start now. So we're just going to, not that I don't like 3, but we're kind of going in the order I would watch the Lethal Weapon movies now.
4 is stronger than 3.
4 is way stronger than 3, but 3 is important to understand.
3 is important.
Story-wise, Anna, you can't skip it.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
4.
Yep, can't skip it.
Uh-oh.
Honestly, you wouldn't know anything that's happening in part 4 without watching part 3.
Can I skip part 2?
You don't want to, but
God
you could.
Damn it. You're right. I don't want to, but I'm just fuck, I have to watch 3 movies plus the other one.
I can't help that your dad neglected to show you Lethal Weapon movies.
This is true. This is true.
I'm going to blame him this time. Normally I'm on Dad's side, but that's some very bad parenting, sir.
Shame. Shame.
You should show your dad these movies and go, son, why didn't you show me these when I was
He's only seen the first one. We talked about this when I watched the first one with him.
Gotta watch it.
Wow,
he's like, he's just like, meh. It just weren't his thing. He was more of a Die-Hard guy.
Oh man, they get so much bigger and bigger. You like. It's true. You like what you like, but it's Lethal Weapon.
Just like RoboCop too. He only saw the first one like a few times.
There's way more people that are like that though.
Until we covered 2, I had never seen 2.
2 got shit on immediately, and a lot of people just like
everyone's wrong. RoboCop 2 is a masterpiece.
We love RoboCop.
A bag of rocks. But RoboCop 2 is a hoot.
So much fun.
But Lethal Weapon is a fantastic franchise. And I actually told you because we've already done part 1 and part 2 on the show. So I was like, well, now we got to do part 4 because last year I said I may skip 3 anyway for Month of Action. Anna just happened to be dropped in and going, I'm not saying any of them. Homework.
You got some work to do. Honey.
She's also got another movie she's got to watch before the end of the month. So 2 for that one. So Lethal Weapon 4. If you want, you can watch the first one of that franchise.
I haven't seen it.
No, I'm just saying.
So I think it is. You can skip it.
You don't have to watch the first one.
Skip it, but you can skip it.
Okay, heard.
Gotcha. So. but
Watch it
eventually go back. Yeah, because we will cover that one.
Yeah, you do need to watch it.
I don't know why we're trying to be so damn secretive. We've put the trailers out.
I know, yeah.
But it's just fun. Maybe someone only listens to us audio wise, and we're fucking with this one person.
Oh, I'm sure.
And they're like, why do you keep doing this to us, Charlie? Because you're the only one not on our Instagram, which is where you can follow us on everything else we're doing for the month of action.
Segue.
You can check us out over at Give Me Back My Action Movies on Instagram. Give Me Back My Horror Movies on Instagram. You can also follow our lovely Scream Queen, Anna, at Nerd at the Movies on Instagram. Pete pops in once in a while on Good Beer, Bad Movie Night. He at least gets tagged in everything we're doing. And you can follow all the other shows that I read off during the commercial and follow everything they're doing. It is like we record these a week ahead of time. They're just now starting to drop their episodes. So I'm in episode 3 here, but I'm looking forward to all of this content that I get to start listening to throughout the week and just seeing how everyone else takes on this month of action. And I'm excited for it. This exploded. I wasn't expecting it, and I'm having a ball doing this. So, and I hope everyone else is. So please go follow everyone else when it comes to that. Is there anything else I'm missing or we need to talk about before we get out of here?
No.
There's
okay.
A doggy back here. Hi, doggy.
And also, I've said month of action without. I really got to get better at this.
That was the first time we heard Eagly today.
Well, I played him at the very beginning.
Oh.
Yeah, I totally forgot. I have this button that plays eagerly.
More eagerly.
We're going to get out of here. So we will see you all next week for Lethal Weapon 4.
Oh.
That was one hell of an action sequence, soldier. I haven't seen shooting like that since the Battle of New Hope. The month of action couldn't have done it without you. Mission accomplished.